Hey guys, I'm outside on my patio, which is overlooking the garden, and you probably can't see any of it because it's way too dark. But I've been looking at the moon, which is invisible now because it's behind clouds. But what I wanted to talk to you about, it was looking at the moon, which is kind of, well, just more than half, and it looks a bit like it's turning its head slightly to the side. So that made me think of the goddess Hanwi. She's a Lakota goddess, and the most beautiful one of all. Very, very beautiful. And but she's the moon goddess, and her husband conspired with another woman to humiliate her and set out a feast with another woman, and she felt so ashamed she didn't even know what to do. So if you want to read the whole story, you can look that up on my website, which is tirzaschaefer.com/goddesses. Just click on Hanwi and read about that. But it made me think, that this mythology is about hiding your face in shame. Okay, that's the moon phase, is like going back up, and Hanwi is the one who petitions for the humans to the gods for their favor. She is full of mercy and grace, understanding, supportive, loving, unconditionally. And that made me think. I wanted to ask you, what are you ashamed about for yourself? Is that actually your fault? Is that social conditioning, like, oh my god, I've got a double chin, I'm not supposed to be that, or my breasts are too big, too small, my butt might not be as perky as I would like, belly showing signs of stretch marks from birthing 3 children. All these things, like getting older, I've got wrinkles, does anybody still find me beautiful, attractive, that sort of thing. And then, so it can be about the body, but it can also be about not feeling good enough for other reasons. Having an imposter syndrome and thinking, who am I to ... fill in the blank. And to work with Hanwi is such a beautiful experience. She is so loving. When you connect with her and have that energy, you might want to, when you do goddess meditation, if you want to connect, selenite is a really good one, combined with clear crystal, amethyst, and rose quartz. That's usually, the most common that people have at home as well anyway. So try not to make it too exotic here, which is silly, isn't it? Nobody ever has that. But she is so loving, so gentle, so supportive, that it just touches your heart in this really gentle but really powerful way. And to have that feeling and to connect to the goddess, and in all her beauty and glory, which is a reflection of who you really are. You have this inner beauty and glory yourself. You are, you have that goddess, or you have that archetype within you, in your own psyche. And when working with it through your aspects of shame, but it's also about owning your femininity, your natural cycles, greater or smaller, like, your menstruation, your menopause, perimenopause, something like that, and then going into the crone age, any kind of cycles that you have and new life phases that you enter. There's some uncertainty with it. There's some, growing pains, I guess. And you can have a kind of, that's the feminine midlife crisis can happen as well. So Hanwi is such a wonderful, wonderful, loving, gentle goddess to work with. I love like the dark goddesses, but Hanwi is like, that's somebody, when you need a hug from the inside, that's a goddess you want to work with. And somebody to, gently coax you, understands your insecurities, your feelings of shame, of not being confident, insecurities, all of that. So have a read on my website and have a try and see if you want to, and if you can connect to her. And if you put a bit of effort in, everybody can really. And it happens for everybody in a different way, depending on, how that manifests for you. I have visions easily, others just hear voices, or they just have that knowing inside of them, or a certain emotion, feeling, or a sensation in the body, or a combination thereof. You never know. So nothing is more valid than another one. And I would like to encourage you to think about that. And most of all, be gentle with yourself, be loving, be supportive, like you would be with your best friend. Okay, because first of all, you have to be your own best friend. Okay. And I'll leave you with that and speak later. Bye. Lots of love.